Hello friends, I am Shushant Raghavan. Welcome to Technical and Quality Session. For understanding the technical requirements and quality standards in clothing industry, making a sustainable garment, I have good practical experience in the apparel manufacturing sector. My skills are CAD pattern making, sample development, technical requirements, and measuring quality performance. Today's session is about types of dry process in denim wash in the apparel industry. For more sessions like this, do like and subscribe to my channel. Now let's begin the presentation. Types of dry process in denim wash. Dry process in denims is as much as an art as it is a technique. Dry process in denim wash. The distressed jeans that we see around everywhere undergo a wide variety of wet as well as dry treatments to get the desired effects. Destroying jeans is as much an art as it is a technique. The direction fashion is varied across all areas, particularly in denim dry process, whether worn or torn to wrinkled or pressed. These trends can appeal to a wide range of consumers. This can be achieved by a variety of denim dry processing techniques, which are mainly dependent on physical and on chemical abrasion of the surface dye, thereby producing different washed on looks to the denim fabrics. Hotspots are heavy intense area on thigh or knee, which is made purposefully to create used look, and on knee area, if any whisker lines are there, called knee star. Whiskering. Whiskers are one of the most important design of a used look garment. The idea of whiskers is taken from the worn out lines and impression patterns generated by natural wearing on hips and front thigh area. On old jeans, a number of patterns can be finding consequential to fabric, body shape of user, or sitting posture. It is also known as cat's whisker. Whiskering process. Mostly rubber balloons are available with different pattern designs. Garments are mounted on balloons and filled with air to get impression of whiskers. Garment is scrubbed over pattern carefully with sandpaper on engraved pattern lines. This operation requires high skilled labor and who can handle uniformity and sequence in whisker line. Fabric may damage during rubbing if care is not taken. This method is famous for high quality and cost effectiveness. Sometimes separate patterns are made and fixed on balloons to make moustaches. These patterns are made of thin rubber sheets and electric wires or rubber cords and pasted on balloons for pattern lines. Thin line patterns are very easy to work in that way, but it is not much successful for broad lines. Sandblasting. Sandblasting is the process of scrubbing of the garment by blowing high speed air mixed with very fine particles of sand. This is a very successful and most widely used process for fashion articles. When the surface area of the garment is blasted, white cotton appears beneath the blasted area, and the effect appearing is very similar to the worn out jeans. Sandblast provides a very uniform result which cannot be achieved with its alternates. Its speciality is the merging effect that is blended with such a beauty that it has no difference with natural effect. Sandblasting. High pressure of air produces a powerful backward thrust to operator, so it is always recommended to fix the gun in appropriate stance rather than placing it on shoulders or using it with bare hands. On some fabrics, sandblasting is not successful for it covers the characteristics of fabric. Especially in fabrics which are famous for slop patterns, it flattens the look. Specified area for sandblasting are front thigh, back seat, back panel near bottom or front panel around knee. Sometimes full body blasting is also done for giving a unique look to fabric. Hotspot may be designed for more real look on front knees or back seat by intense blasting in these areas. Procedure of sandblasting. Individual garment to be processed is taken on a table, air compressor is started and pressure to be maintained between 3 to 4 kg per square centimeter. Air compressor then stores air in the mission cylinder. Aluminum sand or silicon sand is then taken in the chamber of the blasting machine. Sand and compressed air are then sprayed over the garments at specific points at 10 to 200 angle by hand spray pipe. Sands pass into the machine by regulating system. The machine comprises a blasting regulator and a hand regulator to control the amount of sand and compressed air respectively. The angle of sand blowing is very important. Higher the blowing angle, higher the fading effect and higher the risk of fabric damage. Fading is done on pre-marked areas. Sandblasting is a hazardous technique and therefore the area should be isolated from other working areas. Handling of sandblasting gun is risky, therefore operators should use safety equipments like hand gloves, mask and gown. Production per hour per gun varies from 25 to 45 garments depending upon the degree of fading or extent of fading to be attained. The faded garments are cleaned by shaking manually after sandblasting. Garments are washed and the technique is being followed may be normal bleach or biostone. Potassium permanganate spray. Potassium permanganate spray is done on jeans to take a bright effect on sandblast area. One important thing about potassium permanganate spray is it is usually a spotting process to increase the effect of sandblast. Potassium permanganate solution is sprayed on blasted area of jeans garment with the help of normal spray gun. This potassium permanganate spray appears pink on garment when fresh and turns to muddy brown on drying. The garment is hanged in open to dry after potassium permanganate spray, and when the potassium permanganate turns its colors completely, then it is considered to ready for next process. It is always followed by neutralization process. Sodium metabisulfate is mostly common used neutralizer. A number of products are available in market for neutralization process like sodium metabisulfate selected on the basis of effect required on blasted area. Potassium permanganate sprays concentration ranges from 0.25 gram per liter to 15 grams per liter depending to required results and fabric types. Usually indigo dyed fabrics are treated with low concentrations, whereas black sulfur fabric require high concentration to treat with. Potassium permanganate spray is best done in specific spray booths where rubber dummies are installed for holding garments. Garments are mounted on the dummies and air is filled so the garment's full fit exposed. Specific dummies are used for different sizes and styles like for kids, men's, trousers, jackets, shirts, etc. Process of P.P spray. The booths are fitted with proper air exhaust system. This system leads the spray to treatment room where the chemical mixed air is usually passed through the water showers. Potassium permanganate is dissolved in water and the clean air is blown to open. Shower water is further treated with mild quantities of neutralizer before adding to main drain. Garments are mounted on air-filled rubber dummies and chemical is sprayed on blasted areas. The variables in spray process are as follows. Distance of spray gun to garment. Less distance will give more defined and sharp effect, whereas distance spray will result in more mild and merged effect. Distance ranges from 1 feet to 2.5 feet. Air to water ratio of gun. This is to be set very carefully. Low air pressure possibly will throw potassium permanganate drops on garment, resulting in bright white spots, whereas high pressure will produce very low bright effect, spray effect to areas where it is not required. Potassium permanganate sponging or brushing. Potassium permanganate sponging or brushing is being done on denim garments to achieve local abraded area to appear whiter than background indigo color shade. This can be applied by sponges dipped in P.P solution and rubbed on desired area followed by neutralization in wet process. This process can be done in rigged after doing hand scrape or in the middle of the wash. Doing after enzyme or bleach cycle will give more natural and white effect than doing in rigged. Initially it is done with regular paint brushes or the brushes are modified by cutting hairs in different shapes to produce new styles. Rather towels, sponges, straw bunches or other objects are also used to create effects. What it is seen is that most merging and beautiful effects are created with towel. Towel dipped in solution are drawn over the garment very lightly. This produces random effect and looks great with dark washes in contrast. This process is very complicated and needs highly skilled operators to execute it, followed by immediate neutralization. Procedure of P.P sponging or brushing. Prepare potassium permanganate solution P.P 20% and water 80%. Take the solution in a tray or bowl. Take a rubber board. Then take a jeans trouser and place the rubber board inside the leg panel of the trouser. Now place the trouser with rubber board on a flat table and sponge or rub P.P solution on the apparel surface. then color will be faded. After this process, wet process is essential. Detergent, bleach or enzyme wash. Destroyed denim. One of the most popular distressing effects currently, destruction, is an art which make denim look unique and used. To make destruction, pen type of stone tools being used in mid of wash process to apply on desired area. It can also be achieved by cutting it through knife, the warp yarns, and keep the weft yarn as is to show white thread. Holes also can be made by cutting weft and warp yarns. These are all manual processes and every garment will look unique and different than others. Different types of tools used for destroy the garments such as grinding machine, emery cloth, hacksaw blade, needle, knife, etc. Process of destroyed denim. We can make holes in jeans by overdoing different methods. The trick is to make the holes look natural. Grind away at the fabric slowly. Try not to localize the worn area. Spread it with diminishing wear the further we get from the intended hole. The area around the hole should be worn out as well as bleached to further blend the hole with the surrounding fabric. Finish the edges with a pumice stone or sandpaper dampened in bleach. Process of destroyed denim. Rip jeans are a bit different. The rip is not necessarily from wear and should not look the same as a worn out hole. It is important that what type of look we want to see on our denim. It is recommended to use a sharp pocket knife. Be careful, they are very sharp. Rub the blade of the knife perpendicular to the line of the rip that we want. Continue until we create a slit and then fray the edges, exposing the threads that are perpendicular to the rip. Do this until the hole is the size that we want and the edges are fuzzy. To reinforce this newly created hole, turn your pants inside out and place an adequate cut piece of fabric around it and sew it. An iron will work as well, but the stitching done either by hand or with a sewing machine will make it look much better. It is preferred that not too many holes, 3 to 5 should be enough. The current trend, however, seems to be for smaller holes. The scope of denim dry process is very broad. Only innovative products will be able to open up new markets and new horizons for denim industry. To achieve this, it is essential to invest in further research and development. Globalization has opened the door to competition at the highest level. Every industry should now produce products that are best in terms of quality and price. Customers today have a wide range of choice, and the one who produces the best quality at a high competitive price will survive and prosper. Thank you for watching. For more sessions like this, do like and subscribe to my channel. Please comment your valuable thoughts and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified when I post a new presentation. Bye, have a good day.